Jason. Right now, new updates on the legal filings in the death of Jabari Peoples.
Now, next week will mark 1 month since he was shot and killed by a Homewood police officer. Now, in the weeks following his death, Jabari's loved ones filed a petition to have the body camera footage released. The city of Homewood was named in the petition and responded last week saying they don't legally have the right to release it as it's now in the custody of the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency.
Well, Jabari's family had until today to reply to the city's response. And WVTM 13's Lisa Crane has been following these updates for us. And Lisa, what do we know right now?
Well, we were told by the family's attorneys that they would reply to that response by the close of business today, but they have not confirmed to us at this point that that has happened. In the meantime, the group Black Lives Matter is stepping in to try to put more pressure on the city and state leaders to release video of that shooting. They're planning to put economic pressure, and they're focusing on Homewood businesses. The family of 18-year-old Jabari Peoples has asked the city and the state to see the videos of their loved one being shot by a Homewood police officer. When that didn't work, they asked a judge to force the release of the video evidence. Now Black Lives Matter is planning a boycott of Homewood businesses to help pressure those in control.
One of the busiest businesses in Homewood happens to be Walmart, and that is definitely filled with people of color who go there to shop, with black folk, with brown folk who go there to shop. We're going to call for them on a day to not be in that place spending any money.
Even though Homewood police no longer have ownership of the video, Harris believes they still have some sway with Aaliyah.
Politics is a scratch my back, I scratch yours. So much happens, so much can be moved. And just on the moral compass side, we know that they have seen the video. Just as parents, tell us what you saw. That's a good start.
The owner and workers at this Homewood store say they support the Peoples family and the boycott, even though it could be a financial blow to businesses.
I do think it will be inherently uncomfortable. It will cause a lot of grief in the community, and grief is something that we as a community have to start expressing. We cannot continue to just run past these events like the death of a teenager did not just happen in our backyards. We deserve answers as a community, and his family certainly deserves answers.
All those who have a conscience, all those who have children, all those who have families that have experienced any kind of grief, we call upon you to join us in solidarity.
Now, Harris says they're going to be asking for a one-day boycott, but then encourage it to continue until the Peoples family gets some answers. We'll let you know when that boycott is planned. Live in Homewood, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.